On the black with his blurry wood elves taking on Peabutter with his blurry warriors of chaos. This is round one of the best of 5 final. So let's get to it. All right, we'll wait for Romulan to get back, but while we're waiting, let's go ahead.
Here, bud.
Oh, you are? Never mind.
So, yeah, I just got here, received my tea, and interesting chaos build. Interesting chaos build.
Interesting wood elf build too. Which one do you want to take?
Oh, well, I found myself on the chaos side, so let's start with them. Be quick about it. So, for the infantry corps, we just have 3 chaos marauders. Going very sparingly on the infantry here. As backing them up for the skirmish potential, we have 3 marauder horsemen and 2 marauder horse masters. Very nice.
It's actually 3 and 3. Sorry to interrupt.
Is it? Oh yeah, now it is 3 and 3. I saw 5 for some reason. Anyway, yeah, beautiful 3 and 3. I like this combo quite a bit. I have actually used it myself in the past. One marauder horsemaster leading the lesser marauder horsemen into battle. Tons of jabs for the wood elves. Now to back them up, we do have 2 chaos warhounds. Curious, they're not the poison variant. Just a standard 400 gold variant. Now we have 2 barrel manticores in the air. We have the Arwar Dragon Ogres, the Summoners of Rage. We have a single Chaos Troll, Armored Chaos Troll. Very curious as well. But leading this army, we have Birdman, Sartorial himself. And he has Final Trans, Plague of Rust, Arcane Conduit. Pretty standard kit here. And that rounds out the Chaos Army. What has the Wood Elf brought to deal? This Incursion of the Dark Gods.
Yeah. Great question. Let's go take a look. Now, the Wood Elves have an equally strange build, in my opinion. We're going to be looking at 2 Hawk Riders up in the air. Going to have backline of Glade Riders. Looks like one with Hagbane tips, the other 2 just normal variant. And then we've got the blob in the trees. I guess it's less weird now that it's in the trees. So we're going to have Eternal Guard, 1 on either flank. And then in the front, we're going to have 3 Wildwood Rangers. Now, we'll have a Branch Wraith in the center of this formation with Earthblood, as well as Call of the Wood and the other Trickster's Shard to reduce magic resistance on the Chaos side. Got a Tree Man up here, and then we have Durthu, the big papa himself, going to have the Sword of Daith, as well as the Lamentation of Despair and Flock of Doom. So, we'll see how this goes. Looks like the Hawk Riders are going to be pushing forward, but I have to say, Wood Elves may have their work cut out for them in this skirmish game here, as 3 Marauder Horsemasters and 3 Horsemen is no joke. And also the Manticores may be very useful against these Hawk Riders.
Yeah, they could come in handy here, as the Hawk Riders don't have the 360 fire. It could be tough though with the Glade Riders nearby. They could be easily rampaged, and a bit of a curious choice and a risky choice anyway.
Yeah.
And it's really all the monstrous choices for Chaos, kind of the interesting and maybe the odd choices I was harping to earlier. The Trolls easily get terrified away by Durthu. Summoners of Rage could be the only really useful pick to bring down the trees, but we'll see. The Manticores with Plague of Rust could get a lot of work done.
Sure.
But in tune at the same time, they could rampage, die, and help lose the game.
Well, both players playing this cautiously. Chaos pushing forward ever so slowly. Trying to do some scouting, get eyes on where the Wood Elves are, although I think he suspects they're over in this direction. And now the Hawk Riders are coming out, looking like they're trying to shoot down some Marauder Horsemen, but Marauder Horsemen are going to turn towards them and they're going to immediately pull back. A wise decision from Arkhan there. But I mean, Wildwood Rangers don't have very good armor. He has Plague of Rust to deal with Durthu's armor to make pin cushions there. I mean, very curious to see how this battle plays out, but so far, both players trading pretty evenly, not really getting any damage, but Chaos doing a good job of baiting out with some fire from the Glade Riders and then dodging all of it.
It's a shame Sartorial doesn't have Searing Doom here as well. A nice, juicy Searing Doom can just reap so much value in this little
Yeah.
highly packed Wood Elf blob.
Yeah. And Warhounds have found the Wood Elf formation, and now they're going to be pulling out. So I think Chaos knows what to expect now, and if I were the Chaos player, I'd just definitely play this cautiously. Don't overextend, and yeah, be careful. But the Manticores...
If they took their time and just
Yeah.
dodged these Manticores, in theory they do have the skirmish advantage here, the number of jabs and what have you. They could try to seek an advantage, eliminate 1 or 2 units, and try and pull the Wood Elf out of the forest. It will take a few minutes, but they have the capability of doing so, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, you see that? Big Lamentation of Despair just swing and a miss initially on the Manticore.
Oh. But there goes a Flock of Doom catching some Marauder Horsemen and a single Marauder Horsemaster. But yeah, so far, both players being very cautious here. And now we're seeing the Manticores pushing forward, and they're going to get on top of these Hawk Riders. And that's exactly what Chaos needs to do. If anything, I would also peel off some of these Marauder Horsemen just to go chasing the Hawk Riders with the Manticores, to be completely honest. I think that would be a nice pick, but now the Glade Riders are coming out, and Chaos got to be careful. Those Warhounds may get caught. Nope, they're going to countercharge at the last minute.
Yeah, this is big, though. The Glade Riders have the ability to deal with those hounds pretty swiftly. But
but
now,
Manticore
maybe
coming
they're
in.
getting sandwiched here.
Yeah, Horsemaster's coming in. Flock of
Flock of
Doom
Doom,
going
but-
down to counter it, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. I think the Chaos can definitely get a good trade here, but
Yeah, but here we go. It's a pesky feral Manticore. It's rampaging now. And a nice initial grab. It might turn out being a bust for the Chaos Forces here.
yeah.
They're losing some very key units that they just really
But the Glade Riders are terror routing, and if they can
What's
get
gonna
some...
happen here?
This is crazy. There goes that Plague of Rest on top of
One
the tree,
model.
man.
If one ball goes off the map, boom. That Glade Rider, I think it's gone.
Yeah, that Glade
Okay.
Rider's gone. Other one's down below half health, and there's still one healthy one. That Manticore is also getting taken out. But now the Tree Man is out in the open, taking some significant damage here.
And the final trans looks to be going down.
Yeah, that final
Yeah,
trans.
juicy one. But I don't know, I almost, and a Plague of
Yeah.
Rust on that treatment as well that is out in the open, but he's not capitalizing it.
No.
You see jabs being thrown, they're not thrown right now, and only 2 of them as well were throwing.
But, I mean,
While
one
the other
Wildwood
2
Ranger
are
is
not.
now completely dead. Or, sorry, is that what they're called? Yeah, Wildwood Ranger. One of them is
Yep.
now routing dead to rights. Wait, did they kill 2 of them? Where's the... Oh, okay, there's the other 2.
Okay,
Bounce
a
up.
nice pick of those Glade Riders on the left flank.
Yeah.
Oh, the Hawk Riders actually landed, and they're getting chewed up.
Yeah, those Hawk Riders are devastated. The other unit of Hawk Riders still getting chased off by the Manticore that's still full health. And yeah, Wood Elves are retreating. Right now, it looks like Chaos is in a pretty strong position. They've killed off, 2 Glade Riders. One Glade Rider. They've killed off a Hawk Rider. I mean, they're doing what they need to do right now. And the problem with the Wood Elves is they're getting so close to the edge of the map. One, if they get any closer, they will be breaching the white line rule. And 2,
Yep.
if any of their units route, they're just going to go right off the map. And Chaos...
Yeah, they're literally on the edge
Yeah.
of that the line camping rule. And we'll see, they're struggling to find ground. Yeah, they've been pushed into a corner. They've
Yeah.
lost much of their skirmishing capability.
Mhm.
And yeah, we'll see. Chaos could go in for the final push here, but I imagine they're probably just recharging that final trance
Yeah.
to get that decisive punishing blob buster.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I just think Chaos needs to be calm, keep their composure, and they'll be just fine in this game. I mean, the Trolls only have lost 1 model. The Summoner's Rage are still full health. The Glade Riders they've been dealt with. The Glade Riders are going to be useless the rest of this battle, I would say. And, the balance of power is starting to help out their forces.
That
but,
Lamentation
ooh,
of Despair, though, that was a hit. And
Right.
Feral Manticore did take a punishing there, really, for no reason.
yeah. He was just trying to get some scouting done, but it just seemed like a wasted opportunity. And now the Chaos Forces are shooting into the Wildwood Rangers. And I guess the logic here is if they kill the Wildwood Rangers, there's really nothing that the Trolls and the Summers of Rage need to worry about. So I have to say I agree with that decision. They only have 40 armor as well, so they're going to be very susceptible to these javelins.
Yeah, each one of those jabs would just take down models, and that's the huge boon for the Chaos Forces. That's elite infantry, and without, yeah, like you said, without that elite foot infantry, they won't be able to sustain against the Chaos monsters.
Yeah.
So, but look at this. The Glade Riders are fighting very close to the edge of the map. And I think this will turn out good for the Wood Elves, as they're just coming to slap those Marauder Horsemen off the map.
Yeah, no, those... It's definitely not a good engagement for the Chaos to have gotten themselves in, but we'll see if it makes too much of a difference in the end. Manticore over here, how is it doing? It looks like it's now getting surrounded by Glade Riders. So, I mean, Hawk Riders, so that's good, but...
Yeah, the one way up in the distance now. It's both units are very tattered, but yeah, they're attempting the kite, but it's probably going to be pretty difficult. Hawk Riders aren't tremendously accurate from afar.
And yeah, without 360 too, it's just, you know, they have to be microed consistently. And since that's the opposite side of the map, the Wood Elves really don't want to be trying to micro that while you're dealing with this main engagement over here in the existential crisis. And these Wildwood Rangers are just getting whittled away.
It's funny now, the Wood Elf high priority targets are actually the ones getting targeted in a missile fight and getting shredded.
Yeah.
Funny enough. And the Wood Elves kind of find themselves struggling to find those high value targets like the Dragon Ogres or what have you, as they're just trying to push back this seemingly never-ending tide of Marauder Horsemen.
Yeah.
Although one Marauder Horseman is out of ammo. Looks like
Lamentation to Despair. That was a miss for the most part, but yeah, I love what Chaos is doing right now. He has the Marauders here. They're still very healthy, just forming them up, keeping them fresh, and now he's just going to push them up against the edge of the map. And it looks like...
I mean, Arkhan can't retreat to the edge. So if he does that, I mean, that could be...
Yeah, that could be a DQ if it happens, but yeah. Cross that bridge if it happens. One Manticore has been shattered. The other Manticore is still very healthy and is now almost completely dealt with those Hawk Riders. And if that Manticore comes back, that's just going to be, once again, another huge tool in the Chaos chest to, you know, come over here and deal with the rest of these Glade Riders. But the Glade Riders are so low on health at this point that they're going to become irrelevant very soon.
Yeah, and only that's the last volley as well going out of one of the Glade Riders. When the Glade Riders is so low, it's so low on ammo, it actually says it has no ammunition.
Well, can I also say one thing that we haven't seen yet, Romulan, that I'm very excited to see? Chain Lightning from the Summoners of Rage.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that's the Blobbuster.
Yep,
that will be amazing.
That's the Blobbuster.
And I can't wait. It's like a Wild West showdown here, you know. They're each on either side of the town, either a saloon on either side. You know, they're waiting to bust out, you know, guns blazing, and, yeah, make the final push, final decisive shot to win their respective armies the victory. Or seize the victory. But, okay, look at this. The Glade Riders, the Hawk Riders have actually come in.
Yeah, shooting them in the back a little bit. But now they have no ammo.
Yeah. And the other Glade Rider way out in the periphery is getting torn apart by a rampaging feral Manticore.
Yeah. Oh, I love this choice by Peabutter. He's making sure those Wildwood Rangers route off the map by sending some Marauder Horsemasters around the rear, and now he's going to pull out, seeing that the Wood Elves are coming for him. And yeah, he absolutely needs to get out of that situation. But now it looks like he may be able to sandwich the Glade Riders.
Yeah, it looks like it. That could be,
I don't know. Risky move still, but Sartorial's diving into combat now.
I like that, though. Sarthi is very slippery. He should get some nice initial damage.
There goes that transmutation.
Why the grouse target? Why?
I don't know.
Just why?
I've been seeing too many ground, but...
Yeah, it's just allowing... Look, the Wood Elf actually got to run out of the blob, which might be able to isolate targets now. And
yeah, it's true.
So we'll see.
Summoners of Rage are coming in. Marauders are coming in. You know, time to see what happens here. If anything, I may get these armored trolls out of combat over here. Just leave the Marauders in, but he's getting some nice rear charges with his Marauder Horsemen. But yeah, now the Wood Elves are doing some good stuff. I mean, I really am confused why we didn't just see a Chain Lightning there. I feel like the Chain Lightning would have done wonders against that blobbed up formation. But now the Summoners of Rage are in combat with the Ancient Tree Man and Eternal Guard.
Now we're seeing the lightning. So it's shred the Marauders. Yeah, it's going to shred the Marauders.
That it is, and...
Okay, it's quite a crazy game here. Looks like that Manticore is chasing up with the Blade Riders way out the side of the map. Sartorial does not want to fight Dirty though. He needs to keep bouncing around. Try and take down Treatment throughout the remaining infantry.
Yeah, Sartorial is still fighting Dirthu though. But Dirthu is not fighting him in return, so I guess he's safer now. But a big break over here for the Wood Elves.
Yeah,
I guess the Chaos Trolls still haven't lost any models though.
Oh, they've lost one model.
Well, I'm saying like in that engagement they didn't lose any, but yeah,
No,
you are right.
They can just keep healing back up then. But yeah, Sartorial, he needs to bounce around here. As long as he keeps bouncing around and gets a few Plague and Rust off, it still looks like this Chaos victory. The Summoner's Rage here, but
Yeah, but Sartorial just needs to get out of there. This is just careless. It's just careless, and you're just asking for a loss. Like, there's no reason.
He's trying to sit there because the magic exists, but still, he doesn't have that much.
I mean, it does look like he's dealt with all of the Wood Elf infantry at this point, though. So that should be a big deal, but, I mean, yeah, Sartorial, just get the hell out of there, man. He's taking so much damage, now the Wood Elves have the advantage in the balance of power. Like, he may be throwing this game away.
I think he was fighting without realizing that Trickster's Shard was active, decreasing Sartorial's magic resist. So I believe he thought he had 25% magic resist while he was fighting, but he only had 3.
That is a fair point, yeah.
But, yeah, something you have to be aware of, though, absolutely. I mean,
And there goes Sword of Daith. Oh my goodness gracious.
and, it's this Chaos Troll, you could have just let it keep peeling back up. It had 11 balls, probably should have just sat back.
Get the Summoners of Rage out of there. I mean, this is, oh my god, what a frustrating...
Yeah. Because it was also, yeah. I mean, the white line was pretty close, but I wouldn't, he wasn't on it, so...
No, he wasn't, and he wasn't, like, putting units against it. This is just, to me, a throwaway from the Chaos. They just threw that game away. That's as simple as you can put it. Sartorial's been taking so much needless damage. He's dead. Like,
that's a throw.
That was really disappointing. And I don't want to be too harsh there, but holy shit.
Yeah, he played very well, you know, for 13 minutes of the game, you know. Played very well. 13 minutes.
Oh my
Just
god.
didn't play particularly well those last 2 minutes there. And unfortunately, every minute counts.
What a disappointing end to that fight.
I mean, it's just, it's what happens, right? You know, it seemed like a sure victory for Chaos, but it was just, yeah, bit of a throw. He had a great army, too, really. Just, for what he had to deal with, anyway. The Trolls. But, another big thing the late game, just leave the Trolls out of combat and let them heal. They had 11 models, you know? They could have healed back to, what is that? It's like 90% health.
Yeah.
So... But yet they were at like 20% health with 11 models. So you have to be aware of things like that in the late game in the key winning situations. If he just lets those Trolls heal up to full health, they stick in prolonged combat and maybe he kills the treatment. But yeah, you have to stay true to the win conditions there and yeah, be aware of these small things. It's, yeah.
Yeah, no, I mean, like I say, I don't want to beat a dead horse. But yeah, that was just a huge throw. I know that it's harder to see the Wood Elves in their force, and like we as the third party perspective can see all the units regardless if they're hidden or not, but like he definitely had scouting in there. He definitely was seeing the blob, and the fact that he used a chain lightning not when they were all on top of each other is really frustrating to me.
Yep.
The fact that he just, yeah, I mean, he left Sartorial in combat for like so long. Magic resistance or not, you just, Sartorial's not going to cut it against Dirthu. And I don't know, man. That
Yeah, I mean, even with the magic resist, you have low armor. But I think, yeah, he wasn't aware of the Algam Trickster's Shard.
Yeah.
And then, yeah, you know, it was something we were speaking to in the previous semifinal, too. All the final transmutations targeted on the ground. If you're listening to this later on, man, Just stick it on a key target. You know, like just stick it on Durthu. Stick it on a Chaos you know, a Vampire Dragon. Don't give a player the, you know, who has the ability to micro, an option to micro out of your incredibly damaging spell.